Hey, this is Marilyn Gigliotti.
Hey, this is Brian O'Halloran.
Hey, everybody. My name is Scott Schiaffo, actor best known as the Chulies Gum Guy from the film Clerks.
And welcome to Clerks Minute.
You're listening to Clerks Minute.
And I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Hi, this is Mike Zapsik from AMC's Comic Book Man, the podcast I Sell Comics, and the Ming and Mike Show. And you're listening to Clerks Minute. What's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen from AMC's Comic Book Man. You got a minute? Good, because you're listening to Clerks Minute.
Hey, this is Walt Flanagan, the Lon Chaney of the 90s, and you are listening to Clerks Minute.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Clerks Minute, the show to look back to 1994 Kevin Smith's classic, One, I Love You, Fuck You, Minute at a Time. I'm Mike.
I'm Kyle.
That is definitely not the I Love You, I Know moment from Star Wars.
Yeah.
I love you, fuck you.
Yeah. That actually kind of sounds like some of your early moments in your marriage.
Well, that's every marriage, really.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, actually, it was more fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and then I had to turn on my record player to drown it out.
Oh, record players.
Yeah, so it just went, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
So, we continue on with Veronica telling Dante off.
And rightly so.
And rightly so, yeah. It feels like it took us forever to get here.
Yeah.
But wow, here we are. He starts with, I don't want Caitlin. And here we go. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
I will tell me to stop if you want to comment on anything. Here we go. You don't know what you want. But I'm not going to sit here anymore holding your hand until you figure it out. I've encouraged you to get out of this fucking dump and go back to school to take charge of your life and find direction.
Maybe criminology. Maybe they could study to be Batman.
It would have been helpful with the dead guy in the bathroom. That would have been helpful. I even I forgot this line was in here. I even transferred, so maybe you would be more inclined to go back to college if I was with you. Wow. Everyone said it was a stupid move, but I didn't care because I loved you and wanted to see you pull yourself out of this senseless funk you've been in since that whore dumped you so many years ago. And now
Boom.
And now you just want to go back to her so she can fuck you over some more.
Isn't that what we've been saying for the past...
This whole series?
Yeah.
This whole fucking season has been this. And thank you, Veronica, thank you, Marilyn, for pointing all this out. Dante goes and says, I don't want to go back to her. And Veronica doesn't want to listen to it anymore. She's done. Here we go. Of course not. Not now. You're caught. And now you're trying to snake out of doing what you've wanted to do. Well, I won't let you. I want you to go follow through on this, just so you can find out what a fucking idiot you are.
Man, the woman speaks for both of us.
And when she dumps you again, and she will, Dante, I promise you that when she dumps you again, I want to laugh at you right in your face, just so you realize that that's what you gave up our relationship for.
Boom.
What a vindictive bitch, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
I would say, this is a bit vindictive, but then again, considering what he did, go for it.
Exactly. After everything she's been through with him, everything she did for him, this is deserved.
Yeah.
This is so deserved. Vindictive bitch in the nicest way possible. Yeah. Say it that way.
Well, I mean, this is more of a deserved vindictive bitch, not, you stole my parking space, so I'm just going to crash into your car.
Exactly. And then this is where the realization comes in. I'm just glad Randall had the balls to tell me since you couldn't.
Uh-oh.
And Dante's like, Randall?
Uh-oh.
And having him tell me that was the weakest move ever, you're spineless. Well, technically, Dante never did tell Randall to do that.
Yeah.
So he was right. Dante is true. Dante is 100% right. He never actually told Randall to do that. That was all Randall. That was all him. And do you honestly think Randall expected this to happen when he told her this? Honestly.
I don't know. I think he was just trying to be a good friend.
Oh, shit. And then all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose.
I think this is probably the one time where he wasn't being malicious, where he was actually genuinely trying to help.
Yeah, that didn't work out for him. Because then we have the line that started this podcast and the line that'll end this scene. Veronica, I love you. And story, fuck you! Fuck. If it wasn't for the fact that we could get flagged for cursing on shirts, I'd totally put that on a t-shirt. I would totally put that on a t-shirt.
Actually, couldn't you just put asterisks in it?
Ooh, that's a good call. I might just do that.
Yeah.
That might be our next t-shirt. I totally would do that. That's amazing. I like that.
Put in like little opposite word bubbles. I love you.
Fuck you. These star and these U and C. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll make that a t-shirt. Remember, that was recordings today. Very nice. So that is our Star Wars. And I can see a Star Wars fan writing that in here. And you can tell that this is Star Wars influence, because that's definitely a Star Wars moment, but turned on its head. Yeah. For those who don't get the reference and you're not a Star Wars fan, Empire Strikes Back. That's all I gotta say. Empire Strikes Back. Han Solo and Leia.
Well, I think right now Dante is wishing he'd be frozen in carbonite.
Pretty much at this point.
Yeah.
That might be the only thing to save him from this hell. So, we have the word on the screen. What is the word that's ending our minute?
Catharsis. Merriam-Webster defines it as purification or purgation of the emotions such as pity and fear, primarily through art. A purification or purgation that brings about spiritual renewal or release from tension. Elimination of a complex by bringing it to consciousness and affording it expression.
So, that's that. And I apologize to Connor before going on, because the next minute I pre-recorded. It's with the awesome Crystal Beth. It was just one of those situations where Kyle wasn't up and we had to record this episode, and it took me forever to book her. So that's our next minute, is the big food fight scene. And I have Crystal on in the next episode to discuss that scene. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Crystal's awesome. And I will also like to say, officially, pending something else, but for now, our last guest. Yeah. She's our last guest. How crazy is that? We are at our last guest of season 1. How weird is that sentence? Yeah. We've come a long way. Well, we will thank all the guests on our last episode. But yeah, Crystal Beth in our next show. We are now officially an MMX podcast because we have Crystal Beth on the show. That's kind of the calling card to being an MMX podcast. And she was the person who came up to us in August at the freaking MMX convention and said, I want to be on your show. I want to be on your show.
Title based on the name of our podcast alone.
So not knowing us at all, never met us, never even come and just recognized your shirt and came up to us like, I want to be on your show. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, you'll be on our show.
I'm like, okay, well, fine, you can be on our show. Who are you?
I knew who she was, but you didn't know who she was. That was pretty funny. So that's actually where we met Sean too. Sean met that night. Yeah. We met Thomas. We met other people that night. So that's that. I do want to, because I don't do this very often, and we're running early, so I'm going to promote something here. Moviesbyminutes.com. That is where we are located outside of our normal Filling the Way podcast network home. And I'm going to pull it up on my phone because I want to make sure I get this correct. The Movies by Minute family has grown a lot since the August convention. And as of now, we are one of 91 MMX podcasts going on right now. And it all started with Star Wars Minute, who are either currently at the tail end of Revenge of the Sith, so the final Lucas pre-Disney movie. They're finishing up their end of their 6th season on Star Wars Minute, which, knowing how hard it was for us to do season 1 of this show, I can't believe they're almost done with season 6 over there. Also, we won't be able to attend this year because I'm going to be on vacation out of town, but the MMX convention is going to be going on in Denver this year. MMX convention in Denver is going on at 81818. Yeah. As August 18th, 2018 in Denver, Colorado. All the information is up at moviesbyminute.com. We can't be there. Obviously, I'm on vacation. I'm not going to be even in this state, let alone in Denver. But I wish everybody well. It's going to be a fun time down there. We had an absolute fucking blast at the one in Chicago. I hope next year they come closer to us so we can attend. I have a hard time traveling when I'm already planning a vacation, and I'm already planning a vacation for next summer, so it's kind of difficult to save money for this, but I hope everybody has a good time over there. And we'll be back on Friday, post-food fight, to continue on. We're almost done, people! We're almost done! So, until then, thank you so much for listening to the show. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
Have a good day, everybody.
I love you. Fuck you!
Snorting, smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling fatties, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts, rolling blunts and smoking.